Hello and welcome back, or welcome to our Minecraft Let's Play world. I'm DueMountain, and guys, we have had quite a bit take place since last episode, and yeah, we've now got to try and work out the best way to sort of recap everything that's taken place. There's been the new update drop. It's not like we've taken it to 1.22, we're still 1.21.70 I think it is, but it's the Spring to Life update where we now have the warm and cold variants of both the cows, the pigs and the chickens. We've also got the new firefly bushes as well as little things to sort of add a little bit more life into the world, as well as, there we go, it's not just the what are they called? The cherry blossom trees and the pale oak trees that drop their leaves now just ambiently throughout the world. We've now got all of the trees doing it, and that just adds a nice little just a comfort feel. Like, this is actually a lively world that is, it's living. Like, you can feel the breeze rolling over your skin. But guys, that's not all that's sort of happened between last episode and this episode, because I know it's been a couple of weeks since we've actually had an episode out, but we have actually done quite a bit of streaming from this world, and I kind of have been enjoying doing that because we're able to really capture a longer process of my thinking and building, that sort of stuff, really able to capture the whole concept of wanting to bring you along for the whole ride. Like, I know in some of these videos we've got to cut down some of the stuff because, like tree chopping's not that fun, or going caving, it's not caving, actually strip mining, that sort of stuff, that's not that fun. But in these streams, we're able to actually go through and, do all that sort of stuff and, plan out a bit of my builds and just go into a little bit more detail. So I hope you guys don't mind that we've done a little bit of that through streams. You can find all of them still on my channel. But that does mean that now we need to actually do a little bit of a recap of all of that. Plus, not to mention, last episode, we went out of our way and collected up all of the dog variants. We've got all 9 of them now, and it's just a small little achievement that I am quite proud of to have in my world. Even the dogs are so happy with it. We still do have the task because a few of these dogs do not yet have a name. We do have from last episode though, Dr. K has given us the name suggestion of Rusty for this Rusty Wolf, and I think that is quite fitting, and I'm definitely going to put it into place. We've also got the, I believe it was the Black Wolf that we were using for this one. But Coded Verse has picked for the Black Wolf the name suggestion, which was also Coded Verse's, where is it? Pine Rain! So Pine Rain and Rusty now have their names. The other dogs, which are the Striped, the Spotted, the Chestnut and the Snowy Wolf, still need names, and still need to work out which name is going for them, because we do have a list, and on that list we have Jackson, which was suggested by Kim. We have Mr. Frondles, I am always going to trip up on that one, which was suggested to us by Topsy. We've also got Gatto, which was suggested to us by Failed Fairy Tales 22, and Macintosh, suggested to us by Mr. TC. So we still need to work out which one of these remaining dogs will receive these names, but we've got 2 dogs now that have their names, and we need name tags for. So after we've done all of our recapping, today's mission is going to be getting some of our cleric villagers that are over there hidden away in the cobblestone mess all the way down to our zombie spawner, where we can start building a little bit of a market down there, so we can get the rotten flesh from all the zombies and trade them to the clerics to be able to get ourselves some emeralds, and then we can buy name tags from our librarians. I know it's a circle of a thing, but that's what we're going to get done today, after we show you all the lovely work that we've done on live streams. So, yeah, let's jump in now to the little bit of it's going to be a little bit like the tour now, because we've done quite a little bit in our cave entrance. So, stop rambling, Mountain. Let's go and show it off. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, so over the course of maybe 5 live streams or so, I can't quite remember the exact amount that we have done, but we have done quite a few, and we have now really changed up the cave entrance, for our little starter base area. And you know, that was the idea of we just had this little bit of a waterfall dripping in, and I wanted to have a cave pond down there because we were just jumping into a puddle and hoping that we weren't going to just break our ankles every time. We have now finally created the cave pond. We have done a bedroom. We have finished up a nice leading hallway into our lovely storage space, which is a little bit cluttered at the moment because we were doing some experiments, but we'll talk about that. We've also, out of our sheer entertainment and determination, acquired a new lovely little mascot in our area who we will be introducing shortly. We've also continued on the grand staircase and almost gotten all the pillars in place. It's just that pesky copper that's keeping me down. We've managed to get a path that leads all the way down to the zombie spawner. And we have ourselves two lovely slime farms. It's so simple to make, and yet they are just working absolutely perfectly for us. I'm really thrilled with the work. So, I've given a little bit of a brief description, and if I've done that right, we were able to have flashing through the screen all the little shots to sort of just highlight the flares of everything. Now though, let's walk in there in person and see it here. So, if we do our famous jump into the cave pond, woohoo! You can see that we have all of these axolotls that we have breeding up all around here in our quest to acquire the blue axolotl. It's going to happen. We will get a blue axolotl in this world. Like, on streams, we've already made a goal for ourselves. Like, we want this world to at least see 20 years, so of course we're going to get ourselves a blue axolotl. Throughout the whole little decorating section of this, I've included just a little bit of like the drips leaf thingies so we can have some parkour entertainment. We've also put up our beloved sponge Bob up there from, when we were trying to clear out all the water and everything, the little momentum guy that we've got. We've also on streams been trying to go through and collect up all the achievements. So as you know, if we just pause the game here, you can see that, where are they? Here, as we can see, it's loading in. We've got achievements and everything like that. So we've been going through and trying to collect as many achievements as we can while we're playing through on the streams. And one of them was to win a fight with an axolotl friend. And yes, just like we were talking about, here you come. Killer was on stream with us, and he took down a drowned, and we fought and managed to get a lovely achievement. So this is kind of like Killer's Pond, I think. He's kind of the leader of all the axolotls. That's right, you look after everyone. But that's not the only spot we've got here. No. As you can see, we've got our little lovely campfire. I couldn't bring myself to destroy that. And just trying to tie everything in nicely and then smooth off the edge. Because as you can see here now, we can't actually... There's no way to climb up and get into our storage. It's now been smoothified. Is that the right word? I don't know, but it's the word that I'm going to use. Because we have spoken about in the past, we're wanting to have that very dwarven, more of an older civilization kingdom thing that's going to be the one that's living underground and within the mountain. And then above it here, we're going to have kind of just like another village that's sort of living across here. We've got the villages. It's sort of more of a peaceful area that's kind of a bit unaware of the surrounding, city that is underneath it. So we decided to cover up all of that area there so the storage couldn't be seen. And now we have this as just like a nice little cave entrance with a little pond and then a little burrow down here leading to our bedroom. And as it's nighttime, let's go in and just have a quick little nap in our brand new room, which, how good is this? We've got an enchanted apple, which I can't remember if that was on a live stream. We found that in one of the mines, or if that was in one of the episodes. But still, we've got it on display. This bedroom, I am quite happy with it. We've got nice little floating candles. It's just a nice little touch, I'm trying to go through these as quickly as possible because I know I did do the little flyover, but I just want to be able to give you a talk through and, you all see it part of the episode because, hey, this is the Let's Play world. This is a world where we're bringing everyone along, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Alright, so if we come back over here, you can see that, yep, some of the axolotls are leading their way over there, and we've got this guy here. He's going to be a part of an upcoming challenge that we need to do. We need to get a big lava lake in the overworld, so for now, he's just chilling out here. We've also got some momentums that we've been, collecting up on stream. So this is Zeke's Keen Spy, sorry, because when we were streaming, we found ourselves in a mine shaft, and I ran past the chest and didn't even see it. And Zeke commented in the chat, he's like, hey, you just missed a chest, go back, there could be something cool in there. I've gone back, and there were 2 diamonds. So part of the arrangement was, that's Zeke's diamond now, like, the keen eye found it through. But you guys probably aren't interested in the little trinkets here. You're wondering, why is there a wolf being ridden by a baby zombie? I'm glad you guys have asked. So, there is, as you all know, the zombie jockeys. With the upcoming, or it might actually be out at the time of this video releasing, the Minecraft movie. We've all seen the trailer, the chicken jockey. Well, I wanted to take that a step a little bit further, and while streaming, we were down at the zombie spawner area, and we managed to have one of the just the normal zombie jockeys spawn in. So after a little bit of a mission, we were able to separate the baby zombie from his zombie host and get him on top of this is a wild wolf. So the wolf is named Steed, thanks to chat. I can't exactly remember who named which one of these. I'm just going to give it the umbrella name of chat. But we have Steed and Brain Rotted Zombie. So that is my silk touch. If we get up here, now I've got to do this carefully because he's fast. He is very, very fast. So once the actual zombie sees me, and we do need to decorate this room here, look at him. There we go, so we have Brain Rotted Zombie and Steed. But he controls the speed of the wolf. And this is something interesting if you didn't know, like, how just quick he will now make it and track me through. I am definitely creating a list to see of all the different types of mobs we could possibly get this baby zombie to ride on. And just so you know, yes, a warden is on that list. Where is my leg gone? Okay, I can't spend too much time on this beloved little guy here, but we'll keep moving on, and this stairway here will now lead us up to where our storage room is. So as you can see, we're trying to follow that very much brick pathing stonework that we've got from down the caves area, because it's going to be extending up into this space here. You can see that we've been working out what we can do with the resin blocks, and I'm trying to work out how to use this so that, yes, we can make paper and feed it into our sugarcane farm, so we can automatically be, funneling paper into our system. So that's another option of a trade route that we could go with. So the hallway is still a little bit cluttered, but we're working on it. We've got a nice little storage here just into our store. We've got a nice stairway into our storage. Mountain words, man. But this is all now pretty much the same. We've got, we did it on stream. We took on our rival and managed to get all of this wall in place, the roof up. As you can see through here, it was not an easy battle, but we're almost finished with fighting with the river at this point in time. Alright, back here now where all the action seems to be happening. Let's now head on down into the actual cave system itself, and I can show you off that the path has now been all the way continued to our zombie spawner. We have now put in all of the pillars. As I was saying, we do need to still get the actual copper in place, but these channels do now all actually lead off to their respected areas all the way down there, and we can get a good look from that over here. Yeah, nice. So it's not quite popped yet because we don't have the nice orange of the copper in place, but that's still to come. I just need to get up a fair bit of copper, and we're talking on stream. I think we need to go and do a tricky trial chamber soon. So that's going to be an upcoming episode, because the first of everything on this world, we'll be doing it as a video before we actually do a stream of it. So We're gonna have to get copper, so it looks like a trial chamber is on the cards for the upcoming episodes. But let's not get too distracted. We've got all of our path leading down here, a little bit of an area for some sort of room build over there. We've got our slime farm here. Now I'm drawing a little bit of a blank if I've shown this up on an episode or not, but pretty much what it is we've got a iron golem right here, blocked off in the wall, with some magma blocks sitting up on top and a hopper minecart running underneath it, putting all the goodies into there. Any slime that spawn around this radius, as we've discussed on many of my episodes, like small things like, in the hardcore season 2 world, this is my idea from that and I've just put it into this world. Slimes have a blood feud hate for iron golems, so they just always, whenever they spawn this area here, they're enraged by the fact that he's here, and they've just got to go stand on these blocks, and they just ultimately send themselves onto their own demise. But as you can see from our collection, we're doing all right, and we've got 2 of these. So if we keep going down the pathway here, which will lead us to our zombie spawner, you'll be able to see the second one, which works perfectly while we're AFK. So we've cleared out all of these space here to make nice grand hallways. You might remember that everything was kind of jumping and dodging through the dripstone. Well, yeah, all of this dripstone madness, but now we've actually got some functionality to this whole area. It's all connected, and here we go. So right down here is where our second little slime farm is. Oh, yes! And we can see working in that. This is how it works. Oh, come on, except this guy here who has to go and do his own little thing because he saw me. But yeah, so as you can see, even when they spawn up there, they get so aggroed by this guy that they just keep spawning down, and the slime farms are perfect. And if you don't have one of these in your world, I highly recommend it. You don't really need to know too much. You just need to go, okay, slimes keep spawning in this general area. I'm just setting up one of these and they'll go to it. And trust me, for some reason, they do. But if we continue on down the hallway, this is the room that we'll be working in today. This is where our zombie spawner area is. So as you can see, just behind here, we've got the spawner. We've showed this off before, sending them up down the little travel way up over there and into our lovely trident killer. At the moment, our storage is, well, it's horrible. We need to get, hello, spooky sounding sounds. We need to get ourselves an automatic storage system in here. And that's what I want to get done first. And I want to get it lined up along this wall here, because as you can see, I've already been collecting goodies, so we just now need to actually put in place a automatic sorting system. So that's what's going to be put over onto this wall, and then over on this large space here, this is the area that we're going to be putting in all of our clerics, so that way we can trade up and get as many emeralds as possible, because, well, this is basically going to be an emerald farm. As you can see, I'm standing here. The zombies will spawn in. I have a trident killer running. We have our cheeky sword from our Don't Die December challenge, for those of you who know, with looting 3, which gives us more stuff that we get, from killing off these zombies, because the effect of looting 3 is transferred over to the trident because I threw it. We just stand here, we get all the, the rotten flesh, mountain your words, all the rotten flesh we could ever want. Then we just walk over here and trade it with all of these lovely cleric villagers that we'll get into that place, and we just farm emeralds. It's a beautiful plan. This is what I would like to get done today. So, that is now concluding up the tour. I really hope that I have sort of captured everything in there nicely. I mean, I do apologize that it's been a little bit since, the last episode. It's not like we haven't been working on this world. As I said, we've been streaming from it, but it's just, I wanted to try and capture everything right, and I hope that this is the best, I hope that I have done it, and now we can just jump straight in today's episode, and that is building an automatic sorting system. I'm watching you, Enderman, don't you come for me. And then building up just a nice little area here for our clerics to live in. So, I think without too much delay, let's jump into it, shall we? So I think it's going to be best to start things off with the automatic storage system. That way we can get all of our items in place without having to worry about stuff overfilling and just sort of start getting a little bit more neat and tidiness set up around the area. So that section will be going back here. And now I have set up a little sort of demo mock-up of what the actual storage system will be looking like. So when we see it, we'll pretty much be seeing it from this front-on view, and that's what's going to be along that wall. As you can see, we've got our double chests all along here that will be collecting our items with hoppers running all the way down. Now what we've got here is, okay, I know that there are better ways to create this locking system. However though, for me, and on my single player world, and on Realms too, it hasn't failed me yet. So this is my little trusty locking system. I can't remember who originally did it and where I learnt it from, but it's pretty much making this little simple shape here. So our water system will be running over the top of, and actually let's shine some light on it, just make sure you guys can see nice and clearly. Our item filter, so the water mountain. Get your words together, boy. The water stream will be running on over the top of this hopper here. Now this hopper, as we can see if I open into it, has 41 items, which is the items that we want to be going into these chests, and then just 4 random items that aren't going to be making their way into the system to act as fillers. With this all set into place, any item that goes over the top, this hopper is reading, can I take it in? Now, if any of the blocks that we had in there were chosen, which is the cobbled deep slate, was to appear, it would say, ooh, I can take that. That is a block that I want. Once that happens, this comparator will read that signal, and what happens is it sends it down a line of 3. So we go to 1, 2, 3 for our redstone dust, which powers this block, powering this repeater, which then powers this block with this redstone torch on it that is powering this block, which is actually locking this hopper. So once this redstone torch gets depowered, it unlocks the hopper and lets this one here fill all the stuff going through. So that is how you make like one little cell of this automatic sorting system, and this is what we're going to be using for this area here. Now, it's good to have a little mock-up of the spacing here so we know exactly how much space we need to dig out and actually allow for the build to be put in there. So what we're looking at is this chest here is pretty much going to be this space here. So then from there, we need to come back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be able to actually work and get the building in there, but that might be a little bit tight while working in that space. So what I might do is just come out here and go back 6 from this spot here. So we'll go 1, 2, and I'm just going to put a torch here. Now I'm going to turn on this trident killer because, these zombies are loud. So as we can see now, I need to clear out that pathway there going 6 back, and we need to go up to this height here. I realized that this section was a little bit too low. If I put a torch there, you should be able to see. But you can see that this roof here wasn't going to allow for the actual water flow to make its way through. So we have to raise the roof up a little bit. So what I'm now going to do is I might just record like the montagey thing of me clearing out all of this space here, opening up this section, and I think even placing this in, because it's going to be very much so a rinse and repeat. So I might put all the chests in, and I'll show you on camera how to build up this first section, and then we'll just go all the way through them. So in order for this not to stretch out so that we can have some fun working the villagers, I'm going to start clearing this out now, so I'll see you in a moment. Alright, with this space now cleared out, I've got my chests in place, I've got the hoppers all running in through the back. Let's go through one of these cells for the automatic sorting system, and then I'll just be able to sort of run along and do it all just off camera again, just like I did this, because as we're about to see, you know, this is our top line here, the top hopper up there, so therefore our water will be running up along this block here. We're going to have a comparator reading that block. Then there will be 2 lots of redstone dust going along, 1 going down. This block here is going to hold up our repeater, and then this block here will be powering a block with the redstone torch. So then now if we go get this all on our hotbar, let's grab that and that first. We'll put the redstone torch there, and then we'll just pillar ourselves up here with some dirt. We'll go with the repeater in. We then have redstone dust, up and across one, just so it's easier. One more bit of redstone dust, and then we have the comparator reading this hopper here. Just like so. You can see that we've got it all in place. And this is everything that we need for our one little cell. So then we come through and, oh, I'm just missing the rotten flesh, which is over there. Alright, and back up here now, I've got my rotten flesh, which will be in this little cell here. And then we have a stack of wool called filler. And now we want to run this along here, because that way we'll see as soon as we hit 41, everything is locked. That means that this signal is being sent out strong enough to be able to go all the way down to this line here, powers up this, and then it stops, like it lets this through. So if we had more in there, you would be able to see that redstone torch right there gets triggered, and it lets everything run through. This is the very simple circuit now, so all I need to do is just run along here with a bit more. Where's my white wool? So we're just going to run along here, all of this, put our comparators in, repeat the redstone dust, and then, yeah, we're just going to repeat this whole little circuit. So, let me get this done, and then we'll sort of, actually, no, before we do leave off, because this isn't the only stage then that once, Mountain, your words, the zombies are throwing you off. Let's go down here. Okay, so setting up into place that locking mechanism isn't the only thing that's actually needed for this automatic storage system. What we also need is a way for our items to be able to actually get up there from the Trident Killer and into our storage. And for that, I think what we will use is the same setup that we have for our automatic honeycomb farm. So it has been a little while since we've checked that out, so let's head over there now and I can show you how that setup is for actually transporting the items, and then I'll, just combine those two to put them in here. Mountain, stop rambling. Let's go look at the bees. To the bees! Alright, so as we climb up here, you can see that we still have our lovely honeycomb farm still working away quite nicely. You know, we've got the beehives up there, they're getting sheared and that sort of stuff. We've got there's a farmland there so that the hoppers can actually still pick up all the items underneath, and they're getting transported all the way over to this section here, where we are actually collecting up quite a bit of honeycomb, you know, for this thing just passively, watch out Enderman, I'm watching you, but for just this thing passively working away in the background, we're doing quite a nice amount of, and it's also just collected up some there, so there you go, you can hear the system went into place, things have come through. Let's actually, well, I didn't look at you Enderman, I did not look at you. Let me just in here. Whew. Okay, so as you can see, this isn't the most cleanest thing because we still do get one little bit going through at a time, and that unfortunately I just can't help it. So it's kind of the matter of the farm itself. But if we go in around here, we can get in and I can show you how we've actually got, there we go, all of this working in behind. So right here you can see that this is the line that is feeding in from underneath the honeycomb farm, and it's feeding into a dropper. That dropper has a comparator. Well, it's got a comparator reading that sees there's anything in there. Then it has a repeater to strengthen the signal into this block, which just sends it down a redstone line, powering a piston that can then just, you know, send up set off an observer clock, which will then just constantly power this, sending the items up a bubble elevator and then through a water stream into their system. This is what I want to then connect up to our locking mechanism that we've got for our automatic sorting storage, because this one here, as you can see, it's just hoppers running into the back of it. There is no actual locking system to actually sort things. So with this here, you can see now, I'll just put in a little bit of honeycomb. You'll see it signals it up, sends it up there, and away it goes. So this is what I'm going to also include just next to the Trident Killer to be able to actually get our items up into the storage. So with that all said, I think this is very much so just like a rinse, repeat, place, repeat, rinse, repeat. I'm going to just quickly get that built up. I know I said last time when I was clearing out the area that I was going to do like a little montagey thing. I got distracted and I ended up streaming doing that work. So yes, there is that stream on the channel at the moment. We got very lost at the end there because we went off and did an adventure. Yeah, rambling. So I'm not going to do a little montagey thing because I think that's going to drag out the episode a little bit too much more than what I am when I'm rambling. So instead of keep talking too much, let's just do a little jump, and when we return, we're going to land back in the cave spawn, the zombie spawner. Mountain just. We'll be right back. And just like that, we now have an automatic sorting system within our zombie spawner area. So this is now pretty well much set up. We've got our kill chamber here that's connected up to our zombie spawner. The mobs are being killed off. Their items are now being sent up through this little bubble elevator right there behind me. As you can see, I'm just sort of bobbling away up to the water chamber along there, and then being sorted into these chests below. So yes, as you can see, I still have a few chests because we've got some lingering goodies from before this system was in place, and I really need to work out how to actually the easiest way to get rid of it all. So but let's not worry about that. Let's go into how I've actually sorted this out. So we have 3 sections here for rotten flesh, and I did run this for a little bit to make sure it was all working before I went on camera, because that would have been embarrassing if it didn't. But we've got 3 sections here for the rotten flesh, because this is going to be our key money making area for the clerics behind me. Then we have 1 section here for any iron ingots that they may be dropping. We've also got some for potatoes because, well, it's a sortable item that they may drop. And then we've got one for carrots. Now, carrots are like, I think, the least likely thing that they're going to be dropping. At least from my experience of watching how much, well, what the odds are of these guys drop it. But then we've got these 2 sections here that are just for any extra items. Now, leather, I'll be coming through and just, getting rid of that or using it to decorate armor stands. Any iron swords, armor, weapons, or in the same with the gold, I'll go through, remove the enchanting so I can get a little bit of XP from it, and then I'll be smelting them all down. So I think what we're going to do is set up an area that we can actually, de-enchant the items here, and then send them on their way once we've gone to the end and have some shulker boxes, and we can send them off to a big smelting array, so that way they can be smelted off-site. So, that's all we've got here. That's everything sorted. Let's just go in and have a little bit of a look at how all the redstone's going, and then we can just demonstrate it in place before working with our clerics. Alright, so if we just turn on the Trident Killer here, you can see that the mobs will be, attacked and killed as per usual. It's going to be a little bit loud, I do apologise. But we will then see, as they start to die off, items following this little hopper line straight into our system over there. Perfect, which is set up exactly the same way as our honeycomb farm. So if I just squeeze my way in through here, you can see that, which is the best way to break into this one, I think it'll be right here. There we go. You can see that we've got our nice, lovely redstone circuitry laid out the exact same way as our honeycomb farm was. And then we have here the lining for our locking mechanisms to be able to actually make this a functional sorting system. That's what I was going to say. But these last 2, which we have for all of our armor and everything. Well, that was awkward phone message then. These ones here don't actually require the sorting system because, well, they are... Nope, wrong camera. Because they are indeed just collecting up those non-stackable items, so we can't actually sort them out. So they just get nothing left on there, and all the redstone is just lovely in place. Now, if we come back here, just wait a second, we should be able to demonstrate some of the items going up through that. Actually, I can simulate that here with this. Now, if I was to put that here, you can see it's going to go up the bubble elevator, and then it's going to make its way up here, and it goes all the way along, and it's just getting put straight down into that first chest line. And there we go. We have the first half of our emerald farm all complete. I mean, it's not pretty. We do need to decorate the whole area, but for now, I'm thinking that it's going to look all right. Well, it's functional. We don't need to make it look any prettier than it is right now. I just want to now start working on the next step, which is the clerics. So let me take down our demonstration cell for this sorting system, and then we can, well, actually, before I'll just explain. So we've got the room here for our clerics. I'm wanting 10 along this way, so we'll have 10 brewing stands along there, 10 beds along here, and then we've got this nice little walk space for our villagers to be able to roam around and actually, you know, engage with each other, because it's important for them to be able to actually have the, it's like the lunchtime village meeting, so that they can actually talk to each other, and that helps refresh their trades and also kind of keep them at a little bit of a discount. So that's the spacing here. I just need to go do walls, put the beds in and the brewing stands, but we can all do that when I get back from tearing down this cell here. So back in a moment. Now, with things looking much cleaner over here, let's start actually designing the room for our clerics. Now, as you can see, I very much... What the... Okay, dude, wait. No, don't tell me that's it. Don't tell me we just got a zombie jockey. Is the zombie jockey about to come through here? Is that what was making that... Oh, there is! Oh, no. Well... We are about to get very... No! Very... Wait. Did he just die? Oh, this is... Okay, this is not going to be good. This is not going to go well. Oh, come on. Please tell me that there is still that... I need that other... Ah. Okay, here we go. Yep. Where's the zombie jockey?
Kill us with these other ones, we'll wait and see if he came through. If he died, then we don't need to worry about this little distraction. Oh no, he died! Yeah, he didn't make it through, did he?
I tell you what, that's probably for the best. Look, can you just get in this boat here? Thank you. Ow. Probably for the best. Okay, good. Sorry, let me clean up my distracted mess. Alright, so the reason I really got distracted there was because if that was another, like, baby zombie jockey, I was going to try and see if we could get another one then lined up to be able to get another wolf-packed kind of guy running around. They're not very easy to get come by, and every time I see one, I'm trying to get it. But with that distraction aside, let's look at our cleric building area here. So I'm wanting to be able to continue on very much so the chiseled tuff and the tough brick walls, because that's our sort of walling space, and we've got all the stone for our floor and our roof. Now again, I know and I understand that this is still very plainish palette, block palette typing, because we are still kind of very early on in the game. I know we're up to like episode 22, but we capture everything on here, so just because we got that far, we're not that far in the world with progression for all the blocks we can play around with. So, with that said, I want to go around and so these torches were just here to mark out where the lecterns were going to be placed, but they're not really needed right now. So, we're going to go through, remove all of those. Let's just also put in this floor here so I don't keep falling down like that. Then we'll run along here with the tough chiseled variety, because that's how we sort of in line with all of our walls. And then we sort of will be running through with some walling blocks here. Mountain, your words are phenomenal for... Wow. So what we need to do is, we just got to remove all of these blocks here. Also take out this back wall, because we're going to put in the walls, and if there's anything here for them to connect to, it will sort of give them a bit more of a weirder, jagged pattern that we don't want. We can also use it as a perfect spot to be able to hide some lighting, and then we can run in our tough walls all along the back there, and you can see without any of the blocks, if it had a block behind it, we would get these little stick out bits, and by just removing that, they're not trying to connect, and we get a nice smooth wall. Alright, so it's going to go up to like that because of the size of our room, and then we'll run along with the bricks up top here, and then break out this section like so, and we're going to run our half slabbed stone bricks, the mountain, block words, come on, you could do this. And that'll be sort of our roofing. Now, this is going to look very plain until we start putting in the lecterns, giving it a little bit of light and adding some more form of liveliness in here. But this is just going to be our basic setup. Once we've got them in place, you can see I've got the brewing stands here. So they will they will now run along here, like so, or we could come back in and work out some form of table or something to actually sit them up. But that's sort of their placement like that. Now I'll just run along each edge and remove all of these walls, and then wait, we've got to work out how this one goes. So in the corner here, I'm thinking what we'll do is one of these, then we'll have two of these. So it'll be like that. And that's a nice sort of bookend, I think. So we'll run this up here to make it look the same. So it'll be one of these at each end, and then we bookmark it like that. Yes. I am really enjoying how these tough blocks look. Alright, cool. So, let me now fill in this room, and then we shall return. Look, I need you guys to honestly believe me, like, I did not intend for this to look like a bit of a prison cell. Like, I want our villagers to be happier down here, but, there is no nice way to make this look that doesn't make it look like a prison cell. So, as you can see, we've closed off and started doing this wall. It looks a little bit out of place with all of that just deep slate surrounding it. That's why I tried to do the little bit of that top lip to kind of blend it in. But it gives us the general gesture of what that area is going to be. Now, I have done a fancy door. So if it's open like this, villagers themselves cannot get out of it. A villager is exactly 2 blocks tall. But if we look at me, I'm a little bit short, yes. I am not 2 blocks tall. So if this trapdoor here wasn't in place, I can come and go as I please without any issues there. Adult villagers cannot get through that gap, so therefore they're pretty safe and boxed up in this space. But with there being a zombie spawner right there, I've put this one here just in case any zombies, like baby zombies, break out and they try to get in here, because they won't be able to jump up through this little gap here. So that's why the door's made out in this sort of setup, and it's just functional. That's all. But yeah, if we spin around to the living quarters for the clerics, I'm thinking maybe come in and put some banners here to make a little bit of colour pop, and then put some maybe potted plants on these little shelves. But it is really just a little bedroom where they go to bed, they go to work, they congregate along here and talk amongst themselves. I swear, guys, this isn't supposed to be a little prison cell for them. It's just how it kind of turned out. So now that we have the room built up, it's the next step, which is going to probably be the hardest. We need to get 10 clerics down here. I'm thinking the best bet to do this is we already have 1 cleric that has been cured, so we will be getting discounts from that cleric up top. We also have, right next to where the honeycomb farm is, a zombie villager. So if I cure that guy, make sure that they're going to be a cleric, I can bring both of those villagers down here where they will already have been, cured, discounts and everything. Then we can get them to have a bit of a breeding pod where we can get 8 more villagers. Then we need to be able to separate them so that way we can cure those guys up, so we can get the discounts guaranteed on all of them before we move them into this room. So I'm thinking it's a 3-step process. First off, we need to get the 2 villagers that we have up top down below. One of them needs to be cured before we can get that going on. Then once we've done that, the next step is to get them over into here, breed up 8 more baby villagers that aren't nitwits because we need them to take a job, and then once that's done, we need to break out one of the zombies from in there, zombify those 8 fresh new villagers, so that way we can cure them, make them think that we're the hero and absolutely just the best person in the world, and then once they're cured, they give us a better discounts, we can move them into their bedroom, their workroom, I'm not going to say it, but they're kind of their cell. We'll move them into here, and then that way, everything in the emerald farm will be finished. So, because I've been doing a bit of editing as we're going along, I know that this episode is going to be stretching out. I think what I might do is I'm just going to work throughout that process. I'm just going to talk it through, record it and everything like that, and then I'm going to kind of try and edit it all together. So some of it might be a little bit... Oh, there we get that ambient noise there. I hope you guys heard that. It's like a spooky sound, but anyway, it might have some spots where we're all of a sudden working with a villager and then it cuts away to me now being attacked and everything like that. It's just because I'm going to start recording it and working through the process. If there's stuff where I'm not talking, I'm obviously not going to show you that, guys. But that's what we've got to do now, is the whole process of getting these clerics down here to be able to finish up this episode. So, wish me luck, and I guess we'll be able to have a proper heart-to-heart conversation again after we've finished this next part. So, I'll catch you after there. Mountain, I'll catch you when we get back there. Alright, it is time to start Operation Clerics down at the zombie spawner. And we're going to need to start off by getting ourselves a splash potion of weakness. So that way we can cure up the zombie villager that we have already hidden up there near our honeycomb farm. So we'll also need a, golden apple. And those two should be what we need just to cure that guy. We're also going to want to take up some boats. It's a bit easier to move the two of them. Let's grab that and some leads. Let's start off by getting this guy on the curing path. Up we go here. Hey mate, how's it going? I'm just gonna toss that at you and give you that. Now you chill there. I'm gonna go get your new... Hey, Mr. B. I'm gonna go get your new mate that's over here. Hello, Mr. Cleric. You are going to come with me. Oh, wait, I already have 2 clerics. Oh, sweet. So you'll be a 3rd one down there. Okay, cool. You guys are coming with me. First off, take away your brewing stand. I'll just put that in there. Just close that up. And, mate, you have a new home. Why did I only think I had 1? I've only got 1 lead at the moment, so I can only do 1 of you guys at a time. Let's go. Try and make a bridge so I don't have to. I don't want to get him out of the boat. Once he's in the boat, it's nice and easy for him to stay there for now. And up. Whee! Parkour villager. Whoa! Oh, yeah, you saw that was dogs up there. Yeah. All right, let's jump up here. Get you up. Come on. No, not up that. No, did you just... Did you all just laugh at me? Do you think this is funny? Oh, rude dogs. G'day, sir. Welcome to the first launching into the axolotl pond. You ready? You would just ever so nicely come with me. I just need you to come a little bit further. Alright, just fall with me. Yes! Hey, Mr. Villager! How's it going, mate? Let me just plop up a boat there. Break that one. In you come, beautiful. Alright, let's get you coming on down here, and then we'll go grab the last villager. Oh, okay, now we got a llama here with us. I'm not going to argue, I'm just going to take the llama. You don't seem to be on the right spot for this. Yep, lead broke, didn't it? Nice, alright. Into the water. Dude! Why are you... No, the other villager... It's just because you're showing off for the llama, isn't it? You're just showing off for the llama. This is not needed at all. Don't laugh at me. In. Oh, beautiful. You, mate. Come with me. We've got a new place for you to go and live. You're gonna love it. Up we go. What? How did you get okay. I enjoy the fact that we can lead boats, but they get some quirky jumps. There we go. Here we go. You ready? Whee! Ah! Where did you end up? Okay, that was an accident, mate. That was an accident. But hey, you're fine. You're fine. There you go. No, 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 no. Ah! Stupid axolotl. Don't get in the boat. That's for the villager. Yes, he's in. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, this is alright. Yeah, look. That actually kind of works out in my favour a little bit there. Get in that boat. Wait, why aren't you in the boat? Get out. Get in the boat, mate. There we go. No, no. Whoo! That was a trick shot. I love to see it. Okay. Now we just take the nice pathway all the way down. Whee! Yep, he's getting the hang of this. Yeah, you see, he's already locking on to the brewing stands down below. That's the way to go, man. You know where we're going. And I know what some of you are thinking. Well, why didn't you put 2 villagers in this boat? I don't know. I don't know, and it's too late to go back now. I'll do that for the other 2. One of them had to go a solo trip anyway. Excellent. 1 down. 2 more to go grab. Let's make a box around him, just in case anything comes in down here and tries to attack. Let's see if by some miracle I can lead you all the way over here without getting you in the water. No way! Don't go in the water now by accident. Yes! Hey, hey! You! Stop pushing him! I need him more on this side of the stairs. Yes! Yeah, but that's the slime. Don't worry. You probably won't hear him much from where you are. You'll be fine. No, you're not going to the barrels. You're not one of them. Trust me, you don't want that life. You're going to be a cleric. You don't want to go down to the spider farm. It's not where you... Dude, get out of the water! No, there we go. See, you just needed a little bit more encouragement. Whee! Ow. Oh, wait, hang on. We're at... I forgot which spot we're at. Whew. Please don't fall down that edge, okay? Alright, now, can we get you all out of the boat without any dramas? That's 1. 2. Ah, no! No, no, no. No! Oh, you fool, Mountain! God. I need to go get food because now we need to breed up and eat. Oh, I did not mean for that to happen. Why? Okay, let's grab up some wheat so we can make... Oh, actually, no, potatoes will work good. We've got a heap of them. Alright. Hello, villagers. I have for you food. Potatoes. I'll get you a stack. And I'll give you a stack. Alright, there's our first one. Okay. I'm now just going to be sitting around waiting like this for a little... Oh, no, they've worked out. No, I'm not watching you. Just, you guys do your thing. You see, I'll make you guys even feel more comfortable. See, look, we'll let zombies die off. You guys will have a great old time. I'll leave you with it for a minute, and then we'll come right back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we have ourselves our 10 villagers. We just gotta hope that all of these children grow up to be, you know, villagers that can get a job. Wow, you stumbled with your words on that. We don't want any nitwits. Now, I've got to admit, it has not been easy hanging out around here with this Enderman above, you know, that's been hanging around, checking out on everyone. We probably just need to get rid of him. There we go. Look at the mightiness of our cheeky blade. Okay, well that was alright. I thought he was going to be much more of a problem. So now what I need to do is wait for these guys all to grow up. and it's at least a 10 minute to 20 minute cycle for the baby villagers to grow into fully adults that we can actually see if we can get them to become clerics. Once we've done that, I've collected up enough chest boats here, that we can, put each villager inside. The reason why we've got chest boats is because only one mob can actually get into that boat. So it's a bit easier for when we want to let loose a zombie through here to actually go through and cure up all the zombies. So, let's go put in all of the boats down now. See if we can get some of the villagers to start actually just putting up, just exactly much like that, but we want them not to push each other and suffocate one another. So just trying our best, getting them in there. Go, get out of this boat. This is not your boat. Stop twirling in it. No, I'm going to move it on you then. Ha! What? No! Look, I'm pushing you in this one. You're going to get in, yeah. Come on. I'm just trying to get you all. Stop spinning on the boat! There you get in the. Where'd you go? Get in the. Can one of you just please? I know you want to be the good one, don't you? Yeah, thank you. Get over here. Stop spinning on the boats. Get in this one over here. No. Get off this boat. Get off this boat. No. Yes, you're close. No. That one. You got your own boat just here. Thank you. Now you, sir. Get in that boat. Get in that boat. Get in it. Dude. Get in this boat. Thank you. Now what we need is for them to grow up, and then for us to be able to cure them. So, while we're waiting for them to age, I think it's time that we go up and brew ourselves some splash potions of weakness and craft up some more golden apples. We need at least 10 of each, maybe more if we see from the older ones, so I broke that dirt maybe a bit too early. These guys have already, been cured and everything like that, so they've got some discounts, but if their rotten flesh trade will drop lower than 26, then we go and do another run through of that. So that's why I mean 10 at minimum. We might need to do a few runs of these, but either way, as long as none of these guys turn into nitwits, we are fine. So yeah, let's go now over to the cave spider spawner. Ooh, it's been a while since we've been there, and to collect ourselves some fermented spider eyes. Whew, okay, up here we should have our other villager mate. How's it going? And we should have storage. Oh, cool, you're asleep anyway, so you're not going to try and get out. Yes. Okay. I reckon take at least a stack, so I want to get a stack of the fermented spider eyes. If we've got anything else in here, string. Okay, that's good to know. I've got to decorate this whole area for you, man. I'm sorry. We just haven't. Yeah. You've heard it all before you're going to sleep. Anyway, sugarcane. I want a stack of that, so I can make a stack of sugar. And what is it I need for the fermented brown mushrooms? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I know, guys. I had planted a whole heap of brown mushrooms in the caves, and I forget to harvest them. Whee! There has not been anywhere near as many as I thought growing. I've only got enough to make 11 spider eyes. Let's add smelting some sand to our list of things to do. It never ends! That's 3, 6, 9, and I'll do up one more row there. Some blaze powder. You fool! You forgot to grab the golden apple supplies! That's alright, wait for this one to catch up, and then I'll go and drop fermented spider eye in the 4 of them. Alright, got the stuff now to make the golden apples, and also we still have 3 left over. Back down we go, and then just the waiting game for these clerics to grow up. So hopefully they'll be able to do it soon, and we'll be able to, streamline in to be able to get to the finish point of this episode. Alright, so what I need now is for all of you guys to finish growing up, and then we'll let a zombie through here to, well, probably best that you guys don't know, but it's looking like we're on track so far. So we just now got to wait for these guys to all grow up. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long, just a couple more minutes, and then we can start the curing process. Now would you just look at that success rate? All of the babies have now grown up, and look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clerics. We didn't get a single nitwit. All of them grew up and took the job that we needed. Something's got to go wrong. I know it, because everything else is going pretty good at the moment. So now it's time that we need to unleash the chaos. So I need to get myself one more boat so that we can try and retrieve one zombie out of the mess of everything over there. So boat please. Okay, hey guys, look, I just need one of you. Thank you. Ah! Hey, you picked up my block. I need that block. You're gonna have to give that block back when you finish doing your job, okay? What I'm gonna need to do is try and get him to want to go in there after them. And not hit him like I did the... Yep, okay, look. Lose focus on me. Perfect. Don't tell me you can't attack him when he's in the boat. Mountain, I think you had this same problem last time, didn't you? No, I didn't. Dude, did you get stage fright or something? What, you're whispering sweet nothing into his ear? What happened? It's because he's in the boat. He can't figure it out because he's in the boat. Yes, I know. You guys are all like, well, why did you make me get in the boat? I didn't even want to get in the boat. I wanted to do little fancy circles on it. Yes, okay, it was my fault. You guys are all bunching up on the one... How am I supposed to break his boat? Huh? Move! All of you! This is... No, I don't... Get out of the way of this one. And, yeah, of course. You didn't keep the lead on you, did you? So you could just move the boat. Stop looking at me like that, Mr. Zombie. No. No. No, the boat. Let me click on the boat. There we go. Come over here, boat. Away from the mess of people. Bum, ba-da-dum, da-dum, bum, bum. Look, I'm sorry, okay? We just need this to take place. Once we get 2 of them, the virus will spread very quickly. You watch. There we go. Now, as the zombie virus is spreading, I think it might be important to say that you have to be playing on hard difficulty for 100% of your villagers to turn into a zombie and then be able to be turned back. Otherwise, they could kill themselves, and we don't want that. Like, what I mean by that is the zombie will just kill them, and they won't be cured. Okay. Leads. Let's try and get you into a little bit of order when moving you around. Yep, right there. Ah! Ah! Come on, guys. We're supposed to be friends. Friends don't zombify friends. Well, ow, 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 ow! I don't have thorns, do I? No, okay, good. So as long as they're not getting hurt while we're going through with this, it's okay. You guys can hurt me, I'll understand it. Now the reason why I'm trying to space them out a little bit is just in case they don't cure at the same time or same rate. Ow. Ow. They're not going to try and keep turning each other back into zombies. Let's see, can I get 3 of you guys? Okay. Yes! Did that just get the one guy? You. No, no, no! Don't eat it! You fool! Why did you finish eating it? You weren't supposed to do that! Ah! Okay. You get an apple. No. Let me go through and give this guy the apple! Stop it! Ah, ow! Okay. Now we just need to wait for them all to stop shimmying, and they should be all cured. So let's see how that goes. Yay! They have all now cured. We didn't get any losses within that, so that is good. One thing we do need to see is, what are our discounts at? 26, 26, 26. We're looking, if there's 2 that are below 26, that means that doing a double dosing of the curing will reduce it lower. The moment though, I'm not seeing which ones are those 2. Cure. No, you. Yes, okay, so you see, only the one curing round seemed to work for it, so you're probably the other one too. Okay, so then that means now, the next step is we'll remove these and let the clerics enter their new home. Okay, sweet. They're definitely going to want to go in there and go to bed. That makes it so much easier for me to then close it up. Look, there! Yes! We've done it! We've got all of our little clerics here! Ah, oh, lovely. Now let's just tidy up this section here. And then we should be able to return properly without this sort of more jaggedness of recordings. Which I hope you guys don't mind. I just wanted to, this was going to be a challenge either way to try and capture it all. So I thought this might be the best way of just me diving right into it and just recording the trip. And yeah, I still don't know how it's going to work out in the editing. But Editing Mountain, I trust that you've done well. So let's take it back to the normal mountain guy. Yeah, him. Take it away. So after being treated like a ping pong ball and being battered around by these guys over here trying to be, you know, curing them up, it's finally time that we have all 10 of our clerics nice and lovely cured up to give us the discounts. Now we did find out that we're only going to be able to get the 1 curing cycle of them. They weren't going to go lower than the 26. And you know, that's fine because we have all of this stock here that was left over from just the original setup, plus all of this new stuff coming in. So I honestly don't think that 26 pieces of rotten flesh is going to be an issue for us to trade. So let's, because it is now drawing towards the end of this episode, and I know that it's been a long one, so I kind of do apologize, but I also hope that you guys really have enjoyed this one. But before we wrap it up, let's go and trade with our new friends. Hello, how's it going, guys? You all settling in nicely? Yes, I will come through and put some banners in here and give you some pot plants to make it look a little bit more, well, just inviting. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope that you viewers who are watching and making it this far into the episode have some name suggestions for our clerics, because these guys, they're going to be a part of our world, so they all need a name. We need 10 names for clerics, so I really hope you guys can give us some name suggestions, but let's go along and start trading up with these guys. Hello, how's it going? Give us all the emeralds you can, good sir. Ooh, nice. Just, yeah, rinse and repeat. Let's go through. Oh, wait, I'm going to need to get a lot more of this rotten flesh. You guys stay there. Well, that cost me just a little bit over a double chest of rotten flesh, and in return, I collected up 2.5 stacks of emeralds. I also got a whole heap of XP, and this is going to be an excellent way to also be able to, you know, mend up our gear just a little bit if we don't want to AFK for any time. But, like, look at that! 2.5 stacks of emeralds. Just from the rotten flesh that we've just been collecting up while we're AFK trying to mend our gear from this thing over here. So, this whole episode has been a massive success. We have ourselves our automatic storage system here. We've got ourselves our 10 clerics who have now just all gone to bed. It's getting dark, obviously. We could get emeralds just like that. Like, look how many we've got. It's incredible. Yes. Guys, this one has been quite a successful episode. It has been, you know, a little bit of a long one. And yes, I know it's probably been almost about a month since between this episode and last. I really do apologize about that. I got caught up in some of their stream stuff, and then I had to try and work out how to, keep you guys here in these episodes up to date with what happens when we're on a stream, to, what's been missing, that sort of thing. So I wanted to let you all know all that sort of stuff, as well as trying to get this build up here, and then that new update 1.21.71, I think it is, spring to life with all the new bushes and variants of animals and that. We still haven't even been able to check that out yet, so I think that's got to be on next episode's list. So guys, without stretching this one out too much longer, I really, really do hope that you have enjoyed. I am just over the moon with the progress that we have achieved in this episode, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. So, I would just like to say a huge thank you to everybody who has made it this far into the episode, and until next time.